You might have noticed it was really warm yesterday. In fact, it was the warmest start to October in 12 years. Temperatures in North East Scotland got to 20 degrees Celsius, but we saw 24 in Wisley and Surrey, and it could turn even warmer still into next weekend. Now, for today, we've still got the warmth, the humidity across England and Wales. Really quite misty and murky, though, earlier on. The best of the sunshine has been across Scotland, also true for Northern Ireland and Northern England. It's kind of the same sort of thing on Thursday and on Friday, so still some wet weather out towards the north and the west, but it's a lot drier further south. Take a look at the outlook for our capital cities here and just see how those temperatures rise again into the weekend. So it's not record-breaking warmth, but it certainly is warm, and it could feel a bit more like autumn again next week.
Good afternoon. It is feeling mild and humid. Yesterday, temperatures at Wisley got up to 24.1 Celsius. Today, not quite so warm. It is largely cloudy. The chance of one or two thundery showers as well. Now, this was first thing this morning. Quite a misty affair at Canary Wharf. The mist, however, lifted, but largely into cloud. And it has been rather grey so far.
It's been setting records again, hasn't it?
It has. We've had the warmest September on record here in Greater London. If you look at these pictures rather, do you remember that?
Yes.
I mean, beautiful and gorgeous
incredible.
after a slightly dodgy summer. Slash a tiny bit worrying. But anyway, we had 7 consecutive days in a row of 30 degrees plus, and that's why we've had this crazy warm September. The good news is, if you like it warm, that as we go through to this weekend, temperatures are going to continue to climb.
Really?
Yeah, we've got some really warm air coming up from the south, and so it's just going to probably send us up into the mid-20s possibly on Saturday.
In October?
I know, in October, and not exactly the very beginning of October, but we're sort of getting into, you know, the first week of October. So yeah, so some nice weather coming our way, although it's kind of, like I said, a little bit worrying. But anyway, in the meantime, before all that happens, you will have to get a little bit of rain out of the way and possibly some thunderstorms this evening. Let's take a look. Hello again. I hope you had a good start to the week. I love this pose. I think more of us should invest in squirrel yoga. Not sure it's possible, but anyway. We have got some outbreaks of rain this evening, possibly some thunderstorms as well. And then for tomorrow, some showery rain and showers following on behind in the morning. But hopefully we'll get a bit of sunshine as we go into the afternoon. And then from then on, the week is pretty dry. And into the weekend, those temperatures are on the climb. It'll be unseasonably warm for the time of year. So as we head on into Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, there will be variable amounts of clouds, some sunny spells as well. It's looking increasingly better as we head into the weekend, and you can see our temperatures are going to climb up possibly into the mid-20s by Saturday. That's it for now. I'll see you later on. Cheerio.
Hello. It's been a warm September. We know that. Figures are in now. It's been joint record breaking, but this is the one I think is most significant. The warmest by day since 1895, and that was because of the heat wave, of course, we had earlier in the month. And of course, October started on the same note. One of the warmest October days for about 5 years yesterday, but that heat and humidity has triggered all these thunderstorms that we've got at the moment for those travelling, as well as the heavy rain on that weather front further north. It's later in the week where things start to really warm up. More rain Thursday, Friday, particularly Scotland and Northern Ireland. But even here, by the time we get to the weekend, low 20s, mid-20s, potentially 25, 26 further south and east.
Well, we started the day on quite a misty and murky note, but that mist lifted into this. We've had rather grey skies throughout today. They've parted now and again just to some hazy sunshine, but we've had some pretty heavy downpours as well, especially later on this afternoon into the evening. Some impressive mammatus clouds spotted over Brentford just a couple of hours ago, actually. Now, as we head into this evening and overnight, more showers, I'm afraid. We've still got them around. Thunderstorms, a Met Office yellow weather warning in place, and that's valid until 2 o'clock tomorrow morning. Now, as we head through the rest of this week, it is going to actually get a bit warmer. Not until the weekend. You can see this low pressure moving up to the north. It's dragging in this much warmer air from the continent. Temperatures through the weekend, we could be getting into the mid-20s Celsius.
Hi there, good evening. It's been another day of contrasts across the UK, still warm for the time of year with some of the best of the sunshine today across areas of Scotland and Northern Ireland, but also a good scattering of showers here. Misty, murky, still humid further south with outbreaks of rain, but fresher feeling conditions developing across the board tomorrow. There'll be some sunny spells, but again, some showers, heaviest and most frequent towards the north and the west.
Time with the weather now with Alex. And September was the joint hottest on record, is that right?
That's right. Now, a lot of it is actually
down to how hot the first half of September was. Remember that we had those 7 days where temperatures didn't drop below 30 degrees Celsius. But let's take a quick sum up of how September 2023 was. And it was warmer than average, wetter than average, and also sunnier than average. You might not be surprised to hear. But let's take a closer look at some of the details around the warmth, which, as I say, was pretty hot towards the beginning of the month. But as we know, it was the UK's joint warmest on record, equaling 2006, but also the warmest on record once we split it down into nations for England and also Wales, with 16.7 degrees Celsius for the mean temperature and 15.6 for Wales respectively. So pretty warm, in fact warmer than what it was in July. And believe it or not, we're actually not done with the warmth just yet. Let's take a quick look at how things are going to be panning out as we head through the next few days. Creeping towards the weekend, we're going to start to pull in that warmer air from the near continent, where they've had some pretty, record-breaking temperatures across parts of Spain on the 1st of October. So as we head towards the weekend, what are we expecting? Well, highs could be at around 26 degrees Celsius, way above average for the time of year when it should be 16 degrees Celsius. Of course, we'll keep you updated on the outlook as we head through the next few days.
OK. Alex, thanks for that.